Or welcome back to the channel Wind of Regeneration. I really hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to pull some cards. Let's get an angel number. Who can argue with an angel number? Nobody. 7. So that's interesting because I've been seeing a lot of 7s. 7s represent spirituality. Okay, so this is compromise, let go, what no longer serves you. Okay, at this time, there is things that is to be released. Thought processes, ways of being, ways of acting, ways of thinking that are no longer serving you, and that does have to drop. It has to drop now. So you have a choice to do this. You have a choice to ground yourself and bring stability to your life, which in return would bring fortune and abundance. But at this time, you do have a choice. Let's talk about it. Okay, a lot of this is coming from the way you feel about yourself. Maybe you've struggled with self-image your whole life. That is something that you were not meant to struggle with your whole life. That is something you was meant to get over. Well, not get over, but overcome. It was something you were meant to overcome and to be better for. And to teach others. This says right here, change in direction. So maybe you're making choices right now that maybe wouldn't benefit you, or maybe you are changing your choices for the betterment of yourself. This is confirmation that you're doing it. If not, you know what it is. You need to tap into that energy of changing, because it represents your inner beauty, who you are and what you're doing, regardless if we want to accept it or not, how we treat people, what we do, even in our hard moments, even when we feel like we have reasons to be as upset as we are, whenever we're having a hard time and we're still able to show compassion and love and whatever understanding, it shows a lot of growth. It really does. And I apologize if y'all can hear noise in the background. I'm going to get an affirmation. I am committed. You are committed to learning about yourself, and you are well-rounded. You are a well-rounded individual, regardless if you feel like you are or not. Even if at this time you do not feel like you are a well-rounded individual, that is something that is meant to happen this lifetime, is to be well-rounded. And to be committed to things and to have abundance from your work. So why is this message coming out, Spirit? What is this about? Okay, so you've been receiving signs, downloads, messages, and you may be feeling like Spirit is leading you in a weird direction, or you may be feeling like that you're not exactly sure where Spirit is leading you. You are an open channel to many outside sources that can have an impact on you. That's why knowing your truth and what you stand for and knowing what's important to you is something to hone in on. Because whenever you do receive all these downloads, you don't have to take on every single one, because you will know which ones are for you, because they'll resonate with your higher self. The back of the deck is Lady Portia. I feel like this card comes out all the time. I just seen 404. Overcoming limitations. So this is karmic release, let go of the need to be right. This has something to do with the, if your belief systems takes away other people's ability to live freely, or to live outside the box, or to, I would just reevaluate. Because we have got to allow people the freedom to live as long as they're not harming anybody. You're releasing this. You're releasing the need to be right, the need to, like, well, if I don't say, because this is a control tactic. It's a way of controlling things so that you don't feel out of control. Well, if the whole world just did what I did, we'd be okay. That's not true. If the whole world was the same, just like you or just like me, the world wouldn't spin. It just is what it is. We are here to learn different lessons. That's why allowing freedom and not judging other people for what they do, because whenever you do something weird or out of the box, you don't want to be judged. That's just like if you are somebody that hardly ever makes a mistake And then you're over here always judging people for making mistakes. And then when you finally do make a mistake, not only are other people going to be really hard on you because you're always hard on other people, but you have to be extra, extra hard on yourself because you were always hard on other people and now you feel guilty and shame. I just wanted to ask you guys, did you guys see a rainbow today? Double confirmation for this rainbow coming out. It says divine magic, wishes, goals, dreams, accomplishments, spirit relationships, intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. Like I said, you have a very, very strong clairvoyance. Is that what it is? You can hear things. You can hear things. And all these thoughts in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know which one to go with. What do you stand for? What resonates with you? You can receive so many downloads, but what leads you to your pot of gold? And if you don't know, try something. Being stagnant will get us nowhere sometimes. Sometimes it's okay to just be, still. It says the Mystical Shaman, card 38, and this is 23, the giveaway. Look, y'all. You may have been a shaman in your past life. Hold on, I want to get like a past life card. Past life for them, please. Atlantis. Okay. So, I don't know it much, but what'd I say? Native American. Seriously, like ancient... Oh my goodness. Ancient tribal energy. Like if you feel like you was a shaman, a mystic, a priestess, a priest, you was really sought after when it came to your opinion on things. And at that time in your life, you was very respected. People did admire what you said. People admired what you thought. This lifetime, I don't think that's what this is about. I think this lifetime, without having all that confirmation, and yes, you're right, from all the outsiders, it's you who has to give yourself that confirmation. Yes, I'm right. You're not going to have a single soul agree with you. This lifetime, it may be hard for you to have people that agree with you. You may feel like even your best friends don't agree with you. Your family, your co-workers, anybody. It doesn't even have to be evil or malicious or whatever. It could be just like conversation and you're just like, dang, nobody agrees with me. They're not meant to. They're not meant to. Not until when people start resonating with what you say, that's when you know that you have actually got to where you're meant to be. I want to say that don't depend on other people to affirm what you're saying. You have to know this first. Like I said, it's not that they're going to start telling you one day, oh yeah, you're right. It's you have to affirm to yourself, yes, I'm right. And then you will attract individuals that will tell you, yes, you're right. And then that'll be confirmation, just like the rainbow. On the back of the deck is angels for the past life card. You definitely was in contact with angels in your past life. I just think your health took you out. Could be really connected to trees. And you could have been, whatever, if you're a male this lifetime, you were more than likely a female. And if you were a female this lifetime, you were more than likely a male. What is the collective of winter generation here? It says last quarter, what is holding you back? So there is a few things that may be holding you back. It says witchy medicine. It says connect to earth. Yeah, you did. Oh, and I want to tell you, you have an ancestor with you that's watching over you. More masculine energy, doesn't have to be. It says last quarter, connect to earth, witchy medicine. So just like the shaman energy, there's all kinds of, you've already mastered that, the connection to the outside realm. Maybe it's time to get connected with the earth. I feel like for you, there's been a lot of distractions, a lot of noises in the background. It says know where your energy is going. So if there's a lot of distractions, a lot of things going on, it says know where your energy is going, and if there's some things that need to be let go, just let it go. Spirit's saying, well, they are here to protect you, and you need to protect yourself. At this time, you need to mother yourself and others who deserve it, such as your children, your parents, your family, whoever's really close to you. Have you been seeing 1111? This may be confirmation for you. On the back of the deck is some magic spells. If you've been struggling with something, you might need to tap into that energy of magic. Is there a chakra they need to focus on? The heart chakra, of course it is. Okay, so it says compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those around me. Is this what you need to release? The anger for other people for where they're at and where you think that you're behind. You're not behind. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So hating and being envious and jealous is doing nothing but wasting your energy and creating more of that feeling. Tapping out of that energy and tapping more into a new feeling would be good for you. Your birthday might be December 16th. You may have been also seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. It says awakening the child, and it says nectar of love. Reclaiming the goddess. So you're waking up the energy within yourself of your inner child, the goddess, the feminine, the masculine already there. You're waking this feminine energy up within inside of yourself, this childlike wonder, and you're incorporating it all together in a beautiful way in which it benefits you greatly. Back of the deck is returning to the elements. Returning back to earth, returning back to where you come from, returning back to source, whatever it is that suits for you. You're returning back to something that you haven't felt in a really, really long time. Or not this lifetime at all. That's the great thing about this, though, is this is just a journey. It's just a dream. It's just imagination. And I could be wrong about that, but we all could just be wrong about everything. So I just want to let you know, though, you guys are on the right track. Absolutely on the right track. So it says Ivory Swan Goddess 15. So there's that 15, 16 keeps coming out. So let's see. Ivory Swan Goddess. Okay, so 5115, maybe you've been seeing those numbers. It says, okay, do not cast your eyes away from the perception of your own divine inner light in all its purity and radiance. You may find it easier to believe in the illusion of sins and unworthiness than in the truth of your spiritual innocence. Y'all, that came out earlier. Where was that? I don't even know where that was at, but it was talking about... Oh, wait, I do know. Innocence. Back of the deck on this one earlier. Innocence. Everyone is guiltless in truth. Anybody trying to tell you that you are unforgivable, or you trying to tell yourself that, you know, I'm already bad, I can't come back from it, those belief systems don't serve you. If you have any belief systems that tell you you are bad when you know you're not out here doing bad things, to anybody outside of yourself, you may be hurting yourself, whatever. That's part of life. Having experiences, literally every good, bad, and indifferent experience part of life is part of it. I'm getting frustrated, y'all. I feel like a lot of whoever's listening has been, you know, convinced of their unworthiness, of, you know, they're a bad person, or they're poor and they're always going to be poor, or whatever. Like, you're not a good person. You're not an innocent person. That was lost of you a long time ago. Bull. Bull. You are being asked to recognize the divine energy within you without holding yourself back from unconditional self-acceptance. It is time to accept your divinity in greater measure, to be present to the pure light within. And so you shouldn't be worried if you feel like it's not enough. For who? Okay, let me ask you that. For who? Genuinely, if there is anybody in your life that you feel like you are not good enough for, that person is not meant to be in your life. If they're really going to hold you up to some type of measurement or whatever, you holding yourself up to some type of measurement that is literally irrelevant and doesn't exist only in your mind. Your perception of life is literally based on everything you've ever went through. That's why everybody's perception on life is different, because of it's based on what you've been through and how you handled those situations and how your mind coped with them. So when you sit here and tell yourself that you are not worthy, it's just not true. Simple as that. It's just not true. There are things that you have to work on. That's what I'm getting. There's things to be worked on. There is actual effort to put in, but that doesn't mean the end of the world. Habits can be formed within days, 30 days. You can form a habit. I'm sure you absolutely have somebody in your life that would help you accomplish something if you ask them to. Yes, people are busy, but do you know how it makes people feel to actually help people, to get out there and help people? It makes them feel amazing. So please allow somebody to help you. Accept help, accept love, accept that free food, accept this, accept that. Accept it. Stop denying it. Stop turning it away. If somebody calls you beautiful, say thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Don't knock it back off. You're just not accepting it. You're literally bouncing off good energy from yourself. I want to see what the moon has to say to you guys. Did I already pull from here? I don't know. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure it was a full moon in Virgo. Am I about to look at this? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Virgo. Yes, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. That is what we just had. That is what I was just saying. You are good enough. You are worthy. You have to be. You have to be, or how else you're going to better yourself? What is it, more sane to just sit and be in the same energy for the rest of your life? No, that's not logical. That's not, oh, I'm a horrible person, let me just stay a horrible person. Why are you even crying? Just accept it. You're a horrible person. You're a bad person. Be the bad person. That's what I tell people. If you want to pick something, pick it, but do it. Like, actually follow through with it. Don't say one thing and then feel guilty about what you're doing. That is ass backwards. Don't do that. Don't say you're going to do something and feel mad about it the whole time. You do not have any obligations, and if you do, try to go through them with grace. Other things, don't be mad at anything outside of yourself, because you chose to do that. But I don't want you to be mad at yourself. I'm just saying. So it says, believe in the impossible. Blue moon. That's why they say once in a blue moon, because the impossible can happen. Things can happen for you. You guys need to look up the energy hertz of 369, 963, all that. 3s, 6s, 9s, all that. Y'all, it is so hot in here. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. So there is things that you are going to be persecuted for, but at the end of the day, you are able to express it. It says, come out of the cave. You've been in the dark. You are not allowing yourself to be seen. People want to see you. People want to know you. Okay. So if you guys have a really strong connection to Lemuria, this is on the back of the deck. This is just double confirmation that this whole message is for you. It says, Lemuria is like Lemurians. It's creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So if you resonate with being like an earth angel, definitely look up the Lemurians. Lumurian. So, and do some research on that. Let's see what the Lemurian says, though. You may be a guide to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds or thousands of who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemurian crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Very interesting. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around you is to first heal ourselves. That's absolutely true. So you are one of those people that are creating heaven on earth for other people, for yourself, for the abundance of this world, just, animals, whatever it is. So let's get a Last message. Beautiful. Follow your dreams. I know you can't really see it, but follow your dreams. Balance out a little bit. So maybe what you was just thinking right now is a little bit unbalanced. You can't go too far-sighted. You can't work too hard. You can't be too lazy. You can't give up. Can't give up. You can't work too hard. There's a perfect balance to this. And let me tell you, there's a reason why you shouldn't work too hard, because you're not going to get nowhere. You're still making the same amount of money each hour. All right, easy does it. Take it easy. What are you doing? Oh, it says you are a very important person. So follow your dreams. Easy does it. Balance it out. But you are a very important person. You are very needed here on this earth. You have a Facebook page, Wind of Regeneration on Facebook. I have a TikTok, but that's just for y'all to have little updates on my YouTube channel. Like, I'll post little shorts of my long videos on there just so people know that I've uploaded. I hope you have a good day. Bye.